For the second year in a row, the Capital Region playing a big part in International Women's Day, saluting female veterans in our area. We are joined live now from Saratoga Springs by Joanne Yepsen. She's one of the many women who will help bring all this together this year. And we should mention Joanne is also a Saratoga County Supervisor for Saratoga Springs, works tirelessly with veterans and advocacy groups. Hey, and Joanne, you know, we started a little bit earlier with one of your colleagues who was working on this event, and she had referenced, you know, how when the governor came out and started talking in the State of the State address about, you know, women's equality and needing to continue to move that there were some who said, well, wait a minute, why is this suddenly an issue? And let's continue that conversation. Not that it's suddenly an issue, but there's a continuing movement forward, you know, for women's equality and making sure that they're on a level playing field, correct?
Absolutely. And, you know, this isn't a new issue. This has been around for a long time. There are certain women and certain members of every community that have been fighting this issue for many, many decades. And in fact, a lot of it started right here in the Saratoga area. The women veterans issue has also been around for a long time. Women have been fighting in combat for many years already. But recently, the federal government just passed legislation that would provide equal access to promotional opportunities and equal pay for women in the military. And what we want to do tomorrow for the International Women's Day is to bring this all together. We want to marry the civilian life with military life and just say, regardless of what you're doing as a woman, you should be celebrated. And especially we want to pay close attention to our women veterans who give so much back to this country and to every community that they serve.
And I know that tomorrow there will be some notable female veterans on hand. You want to talk some about the people who will be there to join in the celebration?
Yes, well, several women are going to be there, obviously. We've just heard, actually, that we're going to have women from all over the world. Women from 10 different countries are coming in to celebrate with us. But we also have many women veterans from the region. I've been working with women veterans for quite some time now. The Guardian House got up and running, which is a facility, a transitional facility for homeless women veterans. But tomorrow we're going to have a whole array of veterans, including ones who have been fighting some very special challenges. And I'm hoping to get some legislation passed this year in New York State that will provide an opportunity for all women to be deployed and not have it affect their child custody cases in New York State.
And Joanne, we'll just wrap up with this final question. For now, at least, we'll rejoin some people later to talk more about the event. But, you know, as we are here at this point, you said this is not a new issue. It's an issue that's been around, whether it be, you know, women's equality or even, you know, military and veterans and such. What do you think is the one challenge, the largest single challenge, whether it be women in the military or, you know, in average everyday life, that still faces them at this point as far as in terms of equality?
Well, we need equal pay for equal work, and that's exactly what Andrew Cuomo was talking about in his State of the State. So women are still getting paid approximately 70 cents on the dollar for every job that they're doing, similar to what a man is doing. So we need to look at that because women can't afford child care and every other cost that comes their way unless they're paid adequately for their work.
All right, Joanne Yepsen, talking about International Women's Day. It's happening tomorrow here in the Capital Region. I want to thank you, and again, we'll check in with you again later for a little bit more on the event.